Nowadays, it is not enough to establish a super secure password. We need to define controls from where the information originates, the way it is transmitted. We need to control the access to it.
Today, our head of global security, Daniel Figueroa, has joined us to share some powerful insights and I'm sure very valuable content. Welcome, Daniel. Happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Daniel, data security definitely a subject everybody's talking about. And I'm sure it's a very, very complex matter. But would you like to describe, what levels of data security we need to be aware of if we really want to start engaging with the matter?
Yes, definitely. When we talk about security, we need to globalize this word. Nowadays, it is not enough to establish a super secure password. We need to define controls from where the information originates, the way it is transmitted. We need to control the access to it, and we need to protect the devices used for storage. I can tell you that data security can be as strength as you want it to.
If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and activate your notifications. It definitely paints a very good picture of all of the levels where data security can be an item. Can you tell me specific examples of what companies are requesting on those levels, those different levels, so that they can actually enforce their security policies?
Well, foreign companies are always concerned about compliance issues. Their main concern is about losses for the mishandling of confidential information. For this reason, they demand us to establish security protocols and the proper information security management, even though this information is not of their own.
And do you believe that at Intugo, we have been able to apply those policies that help ensure the compliance with those regulations?
Yes, we seek to use the international standards. Now we're using an ISO 27001 that help us apply all the security controls that are validated here in Mexico or anywhere in the world.
So within the nearshoring context, data security is definitely a high concern, right? A manager or director that's taking the decision to go abroad is surely very concerned about compliance on all of their data security policies, right? So how do you feel Intugo assists or makes sure that those policies are either translated or implemented correctly in the operation in Mexico?
Okay, this is a very good question. I can tell you that the most important thing on this is to know our own specific context. We have to know our own specific risk. We have to identify our own vulnerabilities. Yes, we adhere to an international standard, but we need to know this of our own. Or how do we work on here in Mexico? When we have all this done, we can tell you that we have an effective security product.
Okay. And then do you have people, the employees in Mexico sign specific documentation? Do you keep track of those policies? How do you make sure that people are actually aware of what those policies are? We do have all people signing data security policies. We ensure that they are trained correctly and that all the security policies are communicated effectively. So in your experience, how different will security protocols be in Mexico than those probably in the US or other countries that you work with? It's not so different. In terms of security, we seek to use international standards that help us strengthen our processes and that are equally validated here in Mexico or anywhere in the world. Well, thank you for sharing your knowledge. It has been definitely very informative and I'm sure very valuable for people that were wondering, how data security is handled in a country abroad, specifically in Mexico. Okay, thank you for having me here. Thank you for watching. We really hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you next time.